Morning world, welcome to a damp but rather bright, no, start that again. Morning world, welcome to a damp but bright Monday, 7th of October. Yeah, that's why it's damp. Okay, a couple of things on for today. We have got another load of stone arriving today, crushed recycled stuff, type 1. I don't actually know what the real name for it is, but it's basically recycled type 1. I also have some stuff to do down the bottom yard here. So the plan is, I think I'm going to move the mower, move the trailer. I'll do the trailer first actually, because that's in the way of the stone if that arrives. Well, shall I move that? Or maybe I'll incorporate that into the system. I don't know, if I'm going to move that, maybe I'll put that over there, facing that way. Anyway, we still want to concrete this yard and the yard the other end, but to do that, I can't let the cattle in. We've got to sort out our levels, we've got to get all our road forms put in, we've got to get everything set up, ready to go. It takes some time, but we can't sensibly do that until we've got our concrete panels in. So we've got to put a panel in there and a panel in there and a panel over there. To fit those panels, we have to dig a little hole down in there, big enough to get the mag drill in, drill 2 holes and put feet. So the concrete panels are going to sit on steel feet. So they're set level, can't move, they're in there. And then we're going to concrete up to the inside of the panel, probably 4-5 inches deep on the inside of the panel, with the idea later on, probably not so much on this bit of yard here. This will probably stay level-ish, I should imagine. So this would be quite a long way for cattle to reach down to reach the grub. But over there, the outside level is going to be up to 12 inches higher than the inside. So this will be inside and a drop down. That is as much as anything to make it harder for animals to escape, but also it brings the food up to make it easier for them to reach. So, and we'll see how that goes over the next year or so, but what we did say is we might perhaps later on, if that works and whatever, we might put a little extension on the side of there just to keep this dry. Yeah. In here, we've ordered a feed barrier that opens as a gate. So we're going to do the same thing, probably put the hinges that end. So it secures that end, and this will also be a feed barrier with a timber bottom. So we will literally be able to feed all along this edge if I should so wish. Okay, because that feed barrier that's up there is probably going to go back in there. Only probably, not definitely. We might at a later date change that for something with hinges again and put a gate barrier on here, or convert that one. We'll see. Anyway, we've got a load of stone come in. I need to move that trailer. I need to basically clear all that corner out over there, and then we're going to bring up the big square feeder, which will go over there, and literally we're going to have that bit of yard through that gate, so my cattle can come in and feed up here. I haven't got to take the skid steer out into the field, so I'm not going to chew the field up. Cattle have got a hard surface that drains away to have their feed in. If the weather stays like this, they can stay out for weeks. They're hardy little devils. They don't mind being outside. I just want to get this concrete done. Been blatting on about it long enough. I need to get it done. We're just waiting on those panels. I'll give Tim a ring in a bit and see maybe we'll get him to come in and actually set the feet. So when the panels come, we just got to plonk them in, bolt them up, and then we can crack on. We'll just give him 30 seconds to circulate a bit of oil, a few fluids, and then we're going to crack on. I don't know what time the stones come in, so I kind of need to get on with it. Ow. That's got him. Right. All I got to work out now is where I'm going to put it. I might have to just stick him up in there. So I want to mess that up. I messed that up. So I'm going to stick the trailer up in between the poo piles for a minute, because it's out the way. It's not like it's difficult to move it, is it? That'll do. Right, that's one thing out the way. I was just thinking, I've got the post rammer set up for the front linkage on here. And of course I got the front weight on. I'll think a bit more. He might have to stay where he is. I did all that and never even got out the blue. Not like me, but like I say, I'm up against time here a bit. Right, pallet forks and skid steer. Sorry, was I making old man grunty noises then? I catch myself doing that sometimes. Most of the time I just don't know I'm doing it. Oh. That'll do. I I had somebody comment last week saying, wouldn't I rather sit in a nice quiet tractor cab and do all this work with the handling and that with a tractor rather than listening to a screaming skid steer? And I didn't reply to it. There's a case of no. What would take me 10 minutes in a nice quiet tractor cab takes me 30 seconds with a skid steer. So yeah, in a small yard like ours, this thing is absolutely king. I would never swap this with a loader tractor around this yard. No. Right, so for a minute, you can just go down there. Sort of like that. I've got enough room to get the mower out, which will be the next thing for the tractor. Like that, that'll do. Right, you're hooked under there, so I'll make sure you're well and truly hooked. That's better. Okay. You weren't that well hooked. I think I'm going to put this up in the front yard for now. Out the way, up there. There you go. That's out the way there, isn't it? Right, gate posts. I think I'm just going to move them up a little bit, and maybe later on we'll have a crack at some of these with a sledgehammer. Do I want the porks or do I want the bucket? Make sure they're safe. Move that. With this. Not with that there. You get out of the way. You can get out of the way. Oh, he fell off. Hang on. So I'm wondering if I reckon I can move that with the pallet forks. Might take a little bit of jiggery pokery, but I think I can do it. I put the forks through there, like that, and then secure the top link up there. Let's do that. I got a bit of rope somewhere. Actually, a gate chain might do that. Do you think that'd be strong enough? Gate chain? Should be. So with the pallet forks under in there, I mean, I could tip forward and put a piece of timber through there, which would sit on, plus something up around that and there. That's what I could do with another pair of hands here, eh? Right, chain. That's one of the thicker ones. So some of these chains are better. All gate chains are not equal. This is one of the more equal ones. Like that. Is that good enough by itself? Okay, well, if that breaks, it wants to go away from me, not towards me, so I should be safe enough. Oh. One way to find out. Pretty much stuck in those brambles. And I think I do need to put some That's not strong enough. That's not strong enough. Fence post might do it. Even a fence post. A steel pole, really. All right, the chain didn't work. It snapped. So now on to plan B, which is mildly dodgy. Actually, it's surprising how much the brambles have got hold of that. But I've hooked him up underneath there. I've got it, as long as the brambles don't pull it off. I've definitely got it now. Some fun putting this down.